Hey guys, so I did a haul video the other day and I decided this morning, I got out of the shower and I was like, you know what, let me use some of the products that I talked about in the haul because I figured I could do a quick review video on them. So if you were looking at the video and thinking, well maybe I'm interested in that, but I still don't know, I figured I'd do a review on a couple of the items that I thought were more key to what I was really shopping for. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and my hair is wet, so it's kind of just thrown back. I apologize if it looks a little shiny and you're like, whoa, what's going on with your hair? It's just wet. I just got out of the shower, so I just kind of threw it up in a little bun. But so I'm going to go ahead and start with my the foundation that I purchased, which was the Clinique Super Balanced in Light, which was number 28, and it perfectly matches my skin tone, which, I mean, it's not that difficult to find something that perfectly matches you, but it can be a challenge. So I was just really excited to know that it totally did, because when I was in Sephora, I will test it on my hand and stuff. And sometimes the lighting in there, you really can't get a good idea, because in there it may look like it matches, but when you get outside, you're like, this does not totally match me. But so I was kind of like going like this, all up in the light, and it really looked like it did. So I went and took a chance on it, and I have to say my chance, my risk paid off. And this is what it looks like, and it comes in a little bottle, and I'm just going to say that I really do like the packaging on it. I like the bottle. I like the cap. It has a little bit of weight to it, but I really like this. The only thing I'll say about this is the formula. I don't want to. I don't know if you can really see it there. It's at the top there, because I kind of shake my foundation before I use it, but the formulation is very liquidy. So if you happen to knock this bottle over by accident without the lid or anything like that, it won't spill everywhere. It's just very liquidy, so it's going to just rush out. So I'll just say be careful, with this kind of thing. But other than that, I mean, I just put it on, and the only other thing I'll say is I really think that with this, you need to wait like at least a minute before putting on any type of powder or blush or anything like that, because for some reason I just felt like when I first put it on that I needed to just wait 30 seconds to maybe a minute to make sure that it fully dried on my face. And I don't think that's a bad thing, and I think honestly that even my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish that I use laid so much better over this, and this was the perfect amount of coverage that I was looking for, because I really don't need a lot of coverage at all. But this gave me just enough and really balanced my skin, all over in terms of red areas and stuff like that. So I really think this is I found a really good foundation that I like, guys. So I'm really, really excited about that, and so I really wanted to talk about that. And I'm sure this can be buildable if you do need a little bit more, but I really didn't, and I barely used any of it, so this is going to last me forever. And the price is not so outrageous. It was only like $22, so it's less than my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I mean, for some people that's kind of a ridiculous amount of money to spend on just foundation, but sometimes you need to spend a little bit more to find something that really works for you. So I hope that this is something that maybe you can go to Sephora and take a look at and see if you like how it lays on your skin. Try it on your hand first, see how you like it. But yeah, so this is one of my new favorite products, and I just used it this morning, so that's totally a first testimonial on this product. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on, because you're probably like, wow, you need help right now. You're a little hyper. But and I'm just gonna mention, okay, I do not have the Beauty Blender. My sister has it, and I will be doing a video for you. I will, on comparison of the Beauty Blender with my Sonia Kashuk and my Sephora sponge. Now, I did get a comment on another video that, well, if you don't have the beauty blender, how are you gonna, you know, do a comparison? Well, my sister does own it, so she has two, so I would end up using one of hers, just so I could do the comparison on it, so I can tell for myself. Now, from my sister, she is in love with the beauty blender, and she's used Sonia Kashuk sponge, and she just is in love with her beauty blender. So I do take my sister's word for it, but I will do my own test comparison on it, I promise you. So I will be using one of hers. I will be borrowing it just to do the comparison. So that will be coming up in the next couple weeks. I'm really sorry, school's starting soon, so I'm kind of like everywhere. So I will be doing that for you, I promise. But I did use my Sonia Kashuk sponge, which I do like, and I think it works well for me. And I just wet it just a tad bit with a spray bottle, and I really just use, like you can see, I just use the big thing just to kind of, I don't really use the tip that much. There's a little bit on there to like get up in here, but I do like this sponge, so I cannot complain about that. But I will be doing a comparison for you, I promise. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I got the Faced Glamour to go little thing, and I did like a couple of the eyeshadows today. And this is the little palette. I used this color as an Oliver base color because I do have veining. You can see my veins very prominently, so I just do that to cover that, and it worked perfectly. And then I used this like light taupe kind of color all over my lid. Then I used the brown and this like greenish bronze color, which is gorgeous. I used that in my crease and blended it all together. And then I used this like yellow, almost like a yellowish vanilla color as a highlighter and into this little, you know, thing there. So I got, you know, I used most every color from this thing today, and I think it looks really nice and pretty. I will say though, it does seem like you have to re-dip your brush a couple times. I think maybe the colors are just really packed together, and it's just you just need to build it up a little bit more than maybe some other eyeshadows you're used to using. So I will point that out if you're like, well, this is not, you know, I had to dip a couple times to really build it up a little bit. So, but I do love the colors other than that, and I like the packaging and all that stuff. So, and then I use the blush. This is the blush. It comes out kind of brownish on camera or tannish color, and it's really not. It's like a darker pink, similar to NARS. It looks similar to NARS in the packaging, and I'm wearing it right now. And same thing with the eyeshadows. You really have to like re-dip a couple times and, you know, build it up. So this can be very sheer, or it can be very dark depending on what you wanted to do. I did it, you know, more in the, you know, a little more sheer side, but you can definitely build it. And this was probably like 3 to 4 dips in my brush. So I just will mention that for you if that's not the work you want to do with your makeup. And yeah, so I didn't use the lip gloss because I got a new lip gloss that I wanted to test out, and it's by Too Faced also, and it's their Glamour Gloss, and this one is called Sex Pot, and I'm wearing it right now, and I really like it. It's kind of like a mauve pinky color, so I think it'll be a great color for fall. There's my face just so you can see it all together. Okay, and then I got this as a free sample, and you could choose from 3, and this was the Makeup Forever mascara I chose. Now I am wearing it. I must say, I don't think I would purchase this. The formulation is a little thicker than I would like, so and I just don't like the way it really laid on my eyelashes. I mean, it did do a, you know, a fairly okay job, but it's just not the mascara for me, and I already have 2 other favorites that I really like. So, you know, unfortunately this is more of a thumbs down for me. But if you have this and love this, I'm so glad you found this for you, but it just didn't work for me. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the little review that I did on all my little haul, and I had more products that I haven't tested yet, but I wanted to do this really quick this morning for you, so you know, you could kind of get an idea of some of the products that I did enjoy or wasn't a big fan of. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for upcoming videos, and I'd love to hear any comments from you or if you use these products as well. So have a good day, guys, and I'll see you soon.